Hello and welcome to this video. In this tutorial I show you how to install the Thomas BlueEvilGFX add-on, and I'll show you what's inside of it and how you could use it. First of all, you have to go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, and then you can press on the install button and then you just search for the add-on. It's a zip file. Now this add-on must be installed as a zip file, so don't unzip it. Then you double press and then you see that empty checkmark box here. You just press it. Now it's activated. Then you can close the Blender preferences, and first of all I will clear that scene here. I just press AX delete, and then it's an easy append feature. You press Shift A and you see that entry here, and then you either append the original rig without my new features and the UI, or you just append the Thomas Rig BlueEvil edit. Then you press it and the rig will be appended. And then I prefer to use my mode to material preview. Either press Z and material preview or just go to this icon here. Then you select the armature here and then you can press N. Then the N panel on the side will pop up and you will see a new Thomas Rig tab here. Now this is the rig UI for this, and you can activate anti-lag here. Then, like in the normal rig, anti-lag is now deactivated. That means the performance in the Blender scene will be better, but the rig itself got all the subdivisions it would have in the render. Now, if you activate anti-lag, you can see the subdivisions are now less, but the performance is better at all. Okay, now you see that little icon here with the info icon. You can press it and it will open a small PDF I prepared, which lists nearly all, but I think most settings this rig has, like in design settings, female mode, second layer and fingers and so on. Or also how to use the add-on like a little bit, like there are following control types. Deactivate, it's mostly just a button you can press and it highlights blue, and then you can deactivate it again. Okay, and now we can close it. And let's see what's in design settings. You can see here's female mode. It just activates female mode like in the normal Thomas Rig. And now you find here Alex arms. But if you only want to have Alex arms but not the female mode, no problem, don't worry. You can just deactivate female mode, but you have the Alex arms. Okay. Then you also go to second layer mode. It's really self-explaining. And fingers. If you activate fingers, you can also activate fingers plus. It just activates these little new bones here. You see that are normal bones. You can this is now the normal finger option, like in the Thomas Rig, and you can move the finger individually open and closed. Yeah. Now if you activate finger plus, you can also use this bones here to rotate the bone individually for each finger segment. Okay. Now you can also activate or difference between sharp bands and smooth bands, just to make sure anti-lag is deactivated, that you can at least see the smooth band in the viewport. Let's see. You see smooth band is activated and anti-lag is off. That means you got these round edges, and with sharp band you just get sharp band, sharp edge there. Yeah. Then the next option is like in the Thomas Rig, really, it's just texture deform. That means if texture deform is activated, the texture will deform. Like if I move the mouth here, it just deforms. If I use no texture deform, then yeah, you see what happens. You also got a cape. This is a new feature, and you see here's a new bone, and with that bone you can just move and rotate the cape. Yeah, I'll stretch it a little bit, and you see that icon here. You can either pack the banner texture into the blend file, or just open this icon here and you can search for your own one. Okay, now to the most amazing feature of this rig edit, I guess. It's the armor feature. You got a really cool UI for that. You got normal, samurai and cultist armor. And okay, let's go with normal armor. You at first can select the helmet. It's either chainmail, diamond, gold, iron, leather, netherite or none. And yeah, chainmail, it's just a chainmail head. Netherite is a netherite head. But if you now select leather, you can also change the color of the leather here, right to the next. And yeah, same for the other parts of the armor. Okay, now if you want to add armor but don't want to extend this panel by this as a huge UI, you can just press hide settings and yeah, it collapses. You can also use samurai armor. It's very amazing. It's from the Thaumcraft mod. I remodeled it and textured it, and yeah, you see it here. You can also hide different parts of the armor, and you can also use these extra bones here, oops, sorry, to move some parts of it. Yeah, that's basically it. And the armor moves as well when you move the other parts here. Okay, now to a new feature for this armor is a custom color armor. And you can use different armor colors for this, like green, blue, red, and you can also change the value here a bit. Perfect. Okay, what you can also do is just select cultist armor. Yeah, it's a nice custom model, and you can also just hide some things here. Helmet, chestplate with banner back, skirt and banner front. Also a custom color for the banner and the small color parts here, like green, blue, whatever you want. Yeah, you can move the banner with this bone here, front banner, same. And if you want to use cloth simulation for this, no problem, you just activate it and it should normally do, but I recommend to check the cloth simulation settings, and yeah, because I'm not the best at it, and yeah, just make sure it works perfectly for you. And yeah, okay, now we go to material settings. It's the setting for changing the skin. You just press this folder here and then you look up your new skin, like Itachi do. But the only thing you have to keep in mind is that you should remove the eyes from the skin, because you see them here, they doesn't really fit into this Minecraft rig because it has eyes. But you've got also the option in design settings to use no face. That means the face panel here on the right with the mouth is now hidden, and yeah, this one pops up and it replaces the head with the eyes. Okay, now I will change back to my normal skin. Okay, here we are. Now New eye settings here. So we've got different modes. We got solid mode. You can just use a solid color for the eyes, or you want to use the normal colors mode, which is in the Thomas Rig with different colors here, and you can easily just edit these here. Okay, now an interesting part. You see, if you got the camera and the eye gets white, you can just change the eye roughness with the slider, and you see the difference. Yeah. Okay, now next settings, pose settings. And most of these settings are in the Thomas Rig and are now just moved to this custom UI, so yeah. Okay, now FK and FK legs, IK arms, IK legs, yeah. It's just the different pose modes you can use. IK is that you can move the arm with one controller and a second to adjust the rotation, and FK arms are you've got bone and you've got another bone to use that. Yeah. Okay. And now we are here at the facial controls posing settings. It's full rigged face settings, which just unhides the extra bones you can use for adjusting the facials. Also eyes follows, just yeah, you see what's going on here. Then also eyebrow thickness here, and the blink options here. You can also animate them with right clicking and insert keyframe. Square, diamond and smooth mouth is really self-explaining what it does. Now we're taking a closer look to the extra features. You can add a blush and decrease or increase the intensity of it, the skin threshold, you see what happens here, and the blush position. Yeah. Okay, now a ribbon, hairball or bow tie, you know, just settings for different colors. Or a scarf, if you want to add a scarf, sure, that's the basic color here, and you can also use custom colors, either just one color or two colors, like this option here. Or just add scarf letters, then you can use these new bones to deform the scarf itself. And you can also turn subdivisions off or on. Okay, now we go to headgear, and I just hide this head here. Okay, so at first we've got the samurai head low poly, a samurai mid poly head, and a high poly version. You also got MLG glasses, which you can select and just move up and down if you got lower eyes or higher eyes. Or you just use a head with custom color as well, or a World War helmet, just yeah, a steel helmet. Okay, now a new amazing feature is the Append Edition object. So you can see which object will be appended, and you got 3 different objects: a Torii, a samurai Japanese flag, somewhat that, and a ribbon. Yeah, you just select it like this, then you press append, and yeah, it's imported. You can also add weapons. So you've got all these weapons here, and let's say we want to append this X here. You just press it, and then yeah, click append. Okay, now you got your X, but it's not really parented to any of the rig's bones. If you want to append or parent it to the right arm here. Just make sure the X is in his hand, like one moment, like this or somewhat, and yeah, a little bit smaller, maybe let's say this. You just select the X, then the armature, press Ctrl Tab to go to pose mode and select this bone here. Then press Ctrl P, bone. Then if you move the arm, the X will move as well. Yeah. I think that were all features this new rig edit has, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy it, and it would be very kind if you leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.